Hey guys, Mike from CCTV Camera Pros here. This is a real quick and easy way to search for events on your Viewtron DVR or NVR and export recorded video segments to a USB thumb drive so you can share them with law enforcement or with whoever needs to play this back on a Windows or a Mac PC. So we're going to be using our Viewtron 32 channel NVR that we have here at the office. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to plug a USB thumb drive into the rear USB port. And now I'm going to log into the NVR and show you how to search and export video. Here's the live view on the Viewtron NVR. And to access the search and playback screen, I'm going to click the menu here and then select search and backup. And you can see there's a number of ways to do searches and backup, but we're going to focus on by event for this video. So I'm going to click on the by event tab up here. And then you can select a date range to search. I'm just going to search today. So you can select the start time and an end time. And then you can select the camera or multiple cameras that you want to search. And then you can select the type of event you want to search for. So I'm going to select motion detection and AI just to show you that you could select more than one type of event. But I really just want to search for AI events. So I'm going to disable that motion detection and do the search again. And then there's a few AI object detection events from today. I have this camera set up to detect cars and people out front in front of the office. So from this screen, you could just use this little mini video player to quickly look at the events that were detected. So I'll just play back a few of the events from the list here. And then when you've decided which event or events you want to export, you could check that box. And actually you could do a full screen playback first if you'd like. So this is what the full screen video playback looks like. And this Viewtron 180 IP camera records at 20 frames a second. That's why it's not, I wouldn't say choppy, but it's not as fluid as the other AI cameras that record at 30 frames. So I'm going to export that event. I check that and then click on the backup button. And then I already have the thumb drive inserted, but I'm going to create a new folder on that thumb drive. And I'm just going to name this folder backup. And then after I add that folder, I'm going to navigate to it by double clicking on it. And then you can select the file type. I'm going to select MP4 because those play back well on both Windows and Mac PCs. And I'm not going to use any encryption or password. And I select OK, and then the process starts of exporting that recorded video surveillance to that USB thumb drive. And then backup successful. After it's done, I could close that. I'm back at the live view. So the last thing I want to show you, I'm going to switch over to my MacBook now, and I have that USB thumb drive inserted into the port. And I'm going to navigate to that backup folder, and then I'm going to play back this MP4 file on the VLC player. That's an open source video player that you could download for free. It tends to work better than QuickTime. So this is what the video playback looks like on Mac. It would look exactly the same on a Windows PC. And you can see that nice high resolution. This is actually a 4K 180 camera. But the process is the same for any of the Viewtron IP cameras or BNC cameras. Guys, I hope this video has been helpful. That search and playback screen is one of the most common ways to playback video and export it to a USB drive on the Viewtron NVRs and DVRs. There's other ways to do it that I'll cover in additional videos. If you have any questions about this or anything related to security camera systems, you can always email me directly at mike@viewtron.com. If you want to learn more about our Viewtron DVRs, NVRs, and cameras, please visit www.viewtron.com. Thank you for watching.